What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another 90-day fiance video, and this one right here is all about Libby and Andrei. But of course, before we get into it, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, that is a member of Patreon, and that is a subscriber as we continue to grow. And with that being said, let's get into it. Come on now.
Mimi. Hello? Ellie, no.
Don't step down, just stay on the ledge. Andrei and I still haven't heard anything from immigration, and we're worried about it, but there's no way of knowing when we will hear about his status, so we're just trying to live life normally as much as possible as we can right now. Who is it? Gonna jump in?
Yeah. What's in mommy's belly, a girl or a boy? A girl? I didn't hear from you like for a couple of days. What have you been doing? I wanted to tell you guys. I met somebody. You
What?
did? She's a cancer survivor just like me, so we
Aw.
connected, you know?
Where did you meet?
So I haven't actually met her. But
Okay.
I met her online, and she's coming to Tampa. She's going to be in town for a couple days. So I want to get together with her, and I'm hoping for some good things. I mean, you know,
Things like side
I
tags
just think
and some kisses.
My dad hasn't really dated many people since he divorced my mom, so, like, what? Why are we just now hearing about this mysterious woman? And it's, like, so funny to me because it's bringing me back to my early days with Andrei when we first started talking. I kept him a secret for a really long time because I wasn't sure how the family would react, and now my dad's doing the same thing.
Lip, don't you think it's time for me to like get out
Yes.
there?
Dude, I'm proud
I've
of
been
you.
waiting for you too.
I'm proud of
But you know, I'm gonna be protective of you as my dad and seeing what their interest is.
You know what? I have an idea. Let's go to that hibachi place. Let's go together.
No.
Why not, babe? Like,
He hasn't even met
double
her.
date, double date, Lip. Double
Babe,
Actually-
date.
that's weird.
No, actually,
He's not met her yet.
I would feel more comfortable
Yeah, it's like a
if
double
y'all were
date.
there.
Dad, you guys haven't met. You guys
Babe,
need to just
he's
meet
rusty.
one-on-one first.
Babe, he's rusty. He doesn't know what.
Real rusty.
Honestly, I can safely say I never thought my whole life that I would go on a double date with my dad. But whatever support you need, I'm there for you.
And you know what? I think she'll.
I do wonder though that off camera, if Libby's relationship with her father, not Libby, but Andrei's relationship with Chuck is really this kind of strong, because, you know, I feel like when it comes to TLC and their scripting and whatnot, it is quite interesting how you've got the mother who's on the side with all the other siblings, but then Chuck just happens to be the one that is on the same side as Libby. And then also on top of that, Charlie's then just phased out to a certain degree. And if we go back to the beginning, you know, Chuck and Charlie were quite thick as thieves, you know what I mean? Okay, so it's just something that doesn't sit right here for me personally. So he's coming to them first, to Libby first, to tell her about him finding someone, and then he wants. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just overthinking it or overlooking it, but there's something not right about the storyline, to be honest with you, because the division is a bit of a coincidence, shall I say? But yeah, we continue. Unless, on the other hand, this is just Chuck showing that, you know, he knows how to be a father no matter the differences he has with his child's partner. And he just wants to be the cordial one in the middle. And also, it also shows that his relationship with Libby's mother never went downhill because of him. It went down because of her, maybe, as well, because he's always been chilled. I don't know. It really depends on what perspective you want to look at it. But you let me know.
She'll be okay with it.
Let's go.
She understands family.
You think she'll understand this family, your family?
Nobody understands this family.
Lord help her.
Yeah, climb up, bruh.
Come on. Woo! Yeah. Come on. That's
Is that
cool.
fun?
You want to go down this one?
Since my mom's birthday dinner, my sisters Jen and Becky they've been coming around.
But things still aren't great with Chuck or Libby and Andrei. I mean, we haven't
There
seen
is no
Libby and
rela-
Andrei since.
There is no relationship right now with, you know. I don't know, man. It's like they divided our family.
Yeah.
It's like even when you know, Libby announced on social media that she's having a baby, like my mom was like
She was sad. She was
crying.
Yeah.
Crying. Like it hurt my mom really bad, you know.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the therapist has to say, you know.
So is it going to be like a Team Charlie, Team Andrei situation?
I think so. I think like more people are coming around to my side now.
Yeah.
Like Jen, Becky somewhat.
This is so freaking pathetic. This is the most pathetic family the most pathetic storyline, the most pathetic, I don't know, I've come across. But the thing is, it's not even the most pathetic. All of it's pathetic on this freaking network, you know what I mean, on this franchise. That's the grand scheme of it. And I just don't know which one is the most pathetic. So I'm just saying all of them are as pathetic as each other. But I'm going to categorize it. When it comes to just how the family is and the division within the family and the way it's done, the politics, the whole shebang, this is the most pathetic right now. Oh my goodness gracious me. You know when you're watching something and you feel like you're just wasting your own goddamn time because you know what you're watching is just pure bullcrap. Whatever. Let's continue.
But like nobody wants to be around them. Like they're selfish ass. You know, going to this family therapy, I want answers to why you make me out to be this bad guy, like a monster. Because I'm the same guy I was 10 years ago, 15 years ago. I'm the same guy.
You just
Like,
have
I
more
didn't
kids.
change. I didn't change. Like, you know, y'all changed.
Yeah.
So that tells you all you need to know.
Yeah.
If you're the same guy, then obviously clearly tells you that you're still part of a problem. Because obviously if you're telling me that you haven't matured and you haven't evolved or anything, developed in any kind of way, well then you are still a problem to a certain degree. Just because you haven't changed doesn't mean that you are not a part of the problem. Like, make that make sense. You moron. Oh my goodness gracious me. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh, I haven't changed. Goodness gracious me. Oh, literally, this is called not having no self-accountability. If he has self-accountability, he would know that maybe there are some things about him that maybe he does need to change. It may not be for the benefit of Andrei per se, but no, sorry. It doesn't have to be for the benefit of him. In fact, it doesn't have to be the benefit of anyone. As long as it's benefiting you and your own self-growth, you change. Self-accountability. This guy's talking so much cack. Oh my goodness gracious me.
Yeah. I think it would be great and like really therapeutic if Andrei wasn't there.
Yeah. But it's like, you know, at the therapy session, like, you know, I'm going to say what I say.
Okay, so they've literally just sat there having a conversation talking about how Andrei's the problem. But now you want to have a therapy session without Andrei being there. So how can you have one without him being there if he's the problem? The problem has to be there to get past the problem. Otherwise, when you're in the therapy session, all you're going to be doing is talking like someone that's not there to say their case. And therefore, the therapist won't know how to actually advise you because they've got to pick up the energy from the other person. So therefore, they know who is in the right and who's in the wrong, or how to actually give you a level playing ground, an actual advice that's going to work out for the best. Honestly, these two are just dumb as anything. Two peas in a freaking stupid pod. Might as well be a pond to be at that stage. Goodness gracious me. Charlie is a freaking moron. Oh, save us all.
I'm sure he's going to call names, you know, act like a punk, you know. But I will defend myself if he tries to fight me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just going to sit there.
You should let him hit you. Call the cops.
These two actually have no intentions of even trying to make things better. They're just thinking about ways to make things worse, to be honest with you. So does Andrei. Don't you dare think that I'm trying to stand up for Andrei because he is just as bad, if not worse. But these two are legit sitting there talking about if he tries this, then we're gonna call the cops. They purposely want something to go down. This is being displayed on TV as a reality TV show, not even as a film. Like, I mean, I guess reality is reality, right? I guess it should be exposed because people do these things. Wow, damn! Literally, they legit just want to set up Andrei. So therefore, if someone did actually call the authorities and make him look bad, and obviously we know Andrei's very paranoid that somebody in the family has said something about him to the authorities or whatever. That's why his green card hasn't been approved or whatever. I don't know. Either way, though, it's looking very very suspect right now. Listen, it seems to me as if Chuck and his girlfriend are trying to. Chuck and his girlfriend definitely want to. Not Chuck, sorry. Charlie and his girlfriend definitely want to set up Andrei. And they sit there as if they're better than him. You are no better than him if you are just as bad as him. Process that. Oh my goodness gracious me.
I mean, honestly though, like if he hit you, I'll call the cops and get his ass deported. Like,
You're going to call ICE on him?
whatever. I'll do whatever I have to do. I'm over it.
I talked to my dad though, and he is actually nervous.
Is he?
I've never seen him nervous ever.
He's rusty. He doesn't know like how to just like date and stuff.
Tonight is the night we get to meet this mystery woman and have a double date with my dad. So I think this should be really good.
I think like it's a new experience for Chuck.
I'm happy that he's like finally taking the plunge though. I just hope that she's good for him.
I think it's a great idea, but we are gonna be able to do a backup for Chuck because he's kind of rusty, like in the domain of women.
I told him though that I thought it was weird because he hasn't met this woman and it's gonna be his first time meeting her and her first time meeting us.
Right.
And we're kind of like there, like, but I'm definitely gonna inquire about who she is. And
Chuck needs to stay
My
away
dad-
from gold diggers.
he needs to stay away from party animals and gold diggers. That would be two wrongs.
Right.
Hello guys, how are you?
Hello, good. How are
Hey,
you?
Chuck, what are you doing?
There's Happy. Happy.
You look nice.
Wow, you're standing here waiting.
And he's
Surprised you're
alone.
not at the bar.
I got here early. You got here late.
What is she?
Huh?
What is she?
She's not here yet. So I don't really date. I think it's been probably over 10 years since I've been in a relationship. So, this was a big step for me to like reach out to somebody and date. So right now I'm kind of like a little nervous, a little apprehensive. I wouldn't say scared, but,
Is the show or she's gonna be the show?
well, hopefully she's going to be not a no-show. I texted her a couple times. I called her.
She's probably ghosting you, dude.
Is she ghosting you?
What's that?
That means just disappear like a fart in the wind.
Why would she be ghosting me? She's got a really busy job, but,
How hard is it to send a text message? It takes 5 seconds.
exactly.
Let's just wait a little bit. Like women are, like they're not the most precise creatures, as we know. So,
All right, well, let's look at the menu while we wait for her.
My dad's date being late is not a very good first impression and definitely raises a lot of red flags because being on time means that you care. It's rude, especially hibachi. Like, the chef doesn't wait. It starts
Yeah.
and, like,
Wait. If Chuck told his date that his daughter's going to be there with her partner and it's a double date, that is probably why she hasn't turned up. I know that I wouldn't want to turn up, to be honest with you. But it doesn't excuse her at all, because if that was the case, she needs to communicate that with Chuck. Poor guy. Yeah. What a cruel world we live in.
it's serious.
your
If you
food's,
book your flights, you have to be on time.
your food's gonna be sitting there cold.
People ask me all the time, why don't you date?
I'm just like-
hello? Sounds like I'm being ghosted.
Yeah.
You're not a psychic. You couldn't have predicted. Oh. Is that her?
There you go.
Hold on.
Her name's Lisa, right?
Put her in my love.
You put a heart. Lisa Hart.
You put her in the phone, Lisa Hart.
I mean, it's a possibility that she could get my heart one day,
Do it.
What are you doing looking
What
at
did
inside
she
my
say?
phone?
Read the text.
Chuck, I'm so sorry, but I have been feeling sick all day and I tested positive for COVID. I didn't want to.
Listen, okay, cool. But why not tell him before he arrives at the restaurant? Like, you've been sick all day, so that means you've known this for a long time. Nah, I ain't buying that. Even if you got COVID, it's not good enough for an excuse because, again, text could have been done way back. Case closed.
Stand you up, but I've been at the doctor's office all afternoon. Let's try to meet again in the future.
Oh no. Well, that's a good enough reason.
So I'm not being
I
ghosted.
believe that.
Do you really think she's sick?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Where is
Tell her to send you a test if you don't believe her.
I don't know.
Why would she
Ask for
lie?
her test results.
All you
If
can
she-
do is give her one more chance to meet again, and if she does it again, then that's it.
Yeah.
Does she have COVID? I don't know.
I personally wouldn't give her another chance. For what reason? You allowed me to drive to the venue that we were supposed to meet. Then you decided to text, and then you're late, and then decided to text me. Come on, put some respect on me. No. You knew you had COVID the whole day. You said I've been sick the whole day. You could have messaged me in the morning saying, "Hey, I'm not feeling too good right now, so I may have to do rain check. But I'll let you know maybe in an hour's time, just to let you know if I feel a little bit better. Latest, I'll know at least. I'll let you know at least an hour or two beforehand." Okay, that's what she could have done. She didn't do none of that stuff. And then if she had done that, then cool. But instead, she's woken up, hasn't felt well allegedly. Then the time has gone by, okay, and then all of a sudden, oops, the time is now past the time you're in to meet him. And then, oh, hold on a minute, now I'm gonna text you. She should have just not texted him at all. For me personally, you ain't getting no second chance. Point blank, period. I'm gonna listen. I will tell you this now, right? Once upon a time, there was a time when I went to meet a girl. Okay, I went to meet this thing, and I texted her now, and I said to her, "Listen, I've just left my house. I'm on my way." She's like, "Okay, cool." I drove there. You know what I mean? I think it's about half an hour drive, something like that, right? Got there now. I'm like, "Okay, cool. Where's she at? She ain't here." I messaged her, and then she's then rang me, and I messaged her saying, where you at? And then she's rang me being like, I got caught up. I've only just left. What do you mean you just left? I just left. But I told you that I was leaving. So if you knew you wasn't going to be ready to leave when I was leaving, then why didn't you say I'm not ready yet? Yeah, I just got caught up behind time, but like I'm literally on my way now. You know, I'm gonna be about half an hour. I said, listen, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go home and we'll leave it as that. She was like, but no, but I'm still away. Like I've already, you know, paid for the journey. And I said, yeah, but I'm not. I said, I don't care if you pay for the journey, because the fact is though, the first meeting is always the foundation. If I've met you today and you've been late and your communication has not been good, there's two things you've done wrong here. First, yeah, your communication was appalling, and now you're going to be late at the same time by The main thing was the communication, but also communication has been poor. Your communication isn't good with me, it's a wrap. I ain't got time for that, because there's a big world of so many women that I can match with. You see what I'm saying? So if one is going to waste my time, then see you later. I'll happily wait until the next one. I'm not going to wait around for you. For what reason? Because at the end of the day, if you've done it once and I've allowed you to get away with it, you're going to do it again. And I'm not going to be happy with that, because you see, my time means a lot to me. You know what I mean? Punctuation is a thing. Communication and time is a big thing to me. And of course, if your communication isn't great, well then why the hell am I going to waste my time with you? Your communication was great in the first place. All right, cool, no worry. If you said to me, don't leave yet, okay, cool. Or let's say I've hung up, 5 minutes later, you realize that you're caught up time and you've been like, okay, cool. And then you message me saying, oh, damn, I'm behind time. I'll be like, okay, don't worry, at least you've let me know 5 minutes after, you know what I mean? But you haven't. You've waited for me to contact you to ask you where you're at. Does man look at it? Come on now, don't mess about with me like that. I ain't got time for that. Time is, listen, like I said, time is precious to me. You know what I mean? You're gonna waste it. See you later. So if I'm Chuck personally, yeah, she could have done a better job at this, and she hasn't. So don't listen to these two clowns. Chuck, be on your way. Be done and dusted, because this behavior is not acceptable. No second chances. Point blank. Period.
But at least she texted me back, so I wasn't completely ghosted.
Hello.
All right, shows.
Good morning, everyone.
Well, even though she didn't show up, I'm proud that I took the step. You know what? Let's go. I'm getting back in.
I like that though. You know what I'm saying? He's flipped it. He's like, listen, even though she didn't turn up, at least I know I'm making the movements, which is good. But now make those movements with someone new. Don't do it with the same person. Chuck, listen to me. Don't listen to your daughter and Andre. Think about it. Look at their relationship. Do you want to take advice from two people who have a very interesting relationship? Think about it, Chuck. Anyway, let's continue.
Come on. Do you want to show up? We'll have a good time.
Vaya.
Growing up in Moldova, we didn't have any type of these restaurants from different cultures.
Hey, wow.
And it's hard not to gain weight here because there's a lot of delicious food.
Hey, girl. Hiya! One more time. Dinner for two. Hey, welcome.
You got skills, Ricky?
Yeah, thank you, boss. See you next time. See you tomorrow.
All right. Are you anxious about like your immigration hearings coming up? Where does it stand right now?
Waiting.
We haven't gotten any information.
It's just waiting.
Our lawyer said that there could be a scenario where someone called and like said that you did something,
He could have somebody that wants to see him deported and like.
but he's thinking it might be someone in our family. And I'm
Who
like,
else?
I don't think anybody in our family would do that.
Who else?
Because then
Well, right now, Charlie and his girl is looking very suspect. Especially his girl. But anyway, we continue.
I would have to leave too.
We're bringing that up in the counseling session. That question is going to come up. As a father, I don't want my daughter to be away from me in a different country, you know, because I won't be able to see my granddaughters. I won't be able to see her. So I just hope none of my kids or my ex-wife made a phone call to immigration, because like that's stabbing Libby in the back. Don't want to see my daughter and my granddaughter and the future baby and you like deported. I'm going to look every one of my kids in the eye. Where do you stand with his immigration? Are you trying to like support him or not support him?
As a family therapy, maybe I'll try to throw a question about the immigration just like that and see like who reacts differently. If somebody has the balls to say that they reported me, I don't know if I have a power to restrain myself.
Well, I am definitely looking forward to this therapy session. It's going to be a madness. But hey, you guys let me know exactly what you're thinking down below in the comment section, and we'll most certainly talk about it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course,